Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV, and the Caicedo deal seems to be everything but done. Well, actually, it's pretty much done when you consider the Telegraph and Sky Sports, if you consider them as reliable sources by any means. Fabrizio Romano's even came out and said that Chelsea are doing the final bits and dusting off the final details. It seems that our dream of potentially getting Caicedo is now off. Failure. Huge L from Liverpool's point of view. What Chelsea have just done there was like that. Have you seen that meme where it's like, call an ambulance, but not for me? And then, you know, he kills him. Pretty cool meme. That's exactly what Todd Bowley just did to FSG. And I thought they were supposed to be friends of some sort. I thought they were supposed to be boys and everyone was supposed to be sound. So I just saw the Telegraph report that £115 million is now on the table for Chelsea to go and get Caicedo. Do we know where the money is? Who knows? But let's be honest, Chelsea have let go of a lot of players for transfer fees. They've also spent a lot in terms of wages. And there's loopholes there to be got at. It's not necessarily cheating if you're doing things that are within the lines. It's just like taxes. Come on, guys. So I don't know if it's a Todd Bowley madness. If he goes and spends, I don't know how much he spent this window, but if he continuously spends like 500 million across 2 windows, then yeah, that could be a thing. I think in both summer transfer windows, Chelsea have spent 500 million with Todd Bowley there. In Liverpool's entire history with Jurgen Klopp, we've spent 370 million. Fucking wild. But Caicedo, he wanted to go to Chelsea. From there, I was very put off the signing. And I also was confused, well, if we get Caicedo, does that mean we don't get Lavia? And I was always a preferred Lavia fan. And if you can go and watch the videos, I did always mention that I'd rather get Lavia. But here's the issue. Lavia's got an agreement. Well, not Lavia personally, but Southampton and Chelsea have supposedly got an agreement for Lavia. The Tyler Adams deal just fell through. And I would assume Tyler Adams was brought in to be a backup and a squad option for Chelsea. Well, now the case seems to be that they've got an agreement with Southampton. They've got an agreement with Brighton, or on the verge of having an agreement with Brighton for 115 million, and then both of our targets could be swooped away. So guys, I feel like we've just kind of been bent over and, you know, taught a new one here by Todd Bowley, and that's a big problem. That's a huge problem, because that's one more dude who can now bully the fuck out of us. We've got City who can bully us, we've got United who can bully us and I'm talking financial basis here. We've got Arsenal who can bully us, and then now there's Chelsea. Newcastle, they can fuck us as well. Aston Villa, they're giving us a run for our money. I'm just saying, guys, we need to start really, we need to now, do you know, these past couple of days, it's been a great distraction for our owners specifically, to be able to divert away from the attention. I'll give them credit, they tried, but, I mean, I can try and get any investment, but if I don't fully pursue it, then it doesn't really matter if you tried, in my opinion. And now we still need to get the Lavia deal done, so if that falls through, then we're just gigantic bellends from the highest degree, and I do think that we've had the most embarrassing transfer window so far. To agree terms with a player without agreeing personal terms is bollocks. And then there was people trying to justify it, you know, journalists saying, well, Liverpool did have a personal agreement, but it was the agent. The agent represents the player, man. You know what I mean? Like, whether it was the agent, whether it was Caicedo. If Caicedo really wanted Liverpool, he'd came to Liverpool. We can talk about the incentives. It can't be European football. I think it's to do with the London pull, and it's to do with the fact that Chelsea can offer more money. Because they can offer more money, they can pay more money. And I don't think we're going to be getting into a bidding war where we're going to spend any more than £110 million. So, listen, guys, it was enjoyable. I suppose it's not completely over. Maybe there's a 10% chance we can still get the deal done. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's caused me too much headache. I don't even know how I'd feel if Caicedo walked through the door now. Like, he's a good player. I think he's a direct like for Fabinho. And, you know, I think the way he reads the game, the physical presence. But if I had to have a preference, I would rather spend less than half. Well, if we can still get a 50 million agreement, that is. Because not only do Southampton and Chelsea have an agreement over Lavia, Lavia still needs to agree personal terms, but the clubs have an agreement. So if the clubs have an agreement for 50 million, how much are we now going to need to pay for Lavia? So not only do we need to worry about Chelsea taking both Lavia and Caicedo, but now we need to worry, if we go back in for Lavia, we're no longer just paying 50 million, which is what Southampton have asked for the past 4 weeks. It's just poor planning use. And whoever FSG have employed to be... I mean, I heard that it weren't just Skamadka getting involved with this deal. I heard that our CEO was also getting involved with deals, which makes sense, I suppose, but just so poor. So poor. And who associates with these people? It's the owners. And we're just not good enough. I do think that we've massively overachieved for seasons. You know, that stat that I just gave you then, 500 million across the last 2 windows for Chelsea. I'm not taking anything away from Chelsea. They're spending money that Newcastle will end up spending one day, and Manchester City have been spending for years. And I do think it'll probably die down for Todd Bowley and Chelsea at some point in terms of the spending. But we just have never had that window. Besides when we sold Coutinho, we've never had that window where we just go ham. Absolute ham. And people will say like, oh, but you signed all these players. Which is true. We've signed a lot of players for north of 50 million, for instance. But that's that's since 2016, guys. You know what I mean? I mean, in 2016, Man United were making £100 million transfers for Paul fucking Pogba. Man City have just went and spent nearly 100 million on Guardiola. They spent 100 million on Jack Grealish. We've never spent 100 million on a player. And these are the players that you need to sign. These are the top quality assets that you need to acquire if you want to compete and if you want those star players. So that's why us find it. And we haven't even been good at finding gems, by the way. Oh, but James, we don't get stars, we make them. Well, where the fuck are they? Where the fuck are they? Because I haven't seen any. They all just seem to be average Europa League players. Bullshit. We still need 2 midfielders, by the way. And we need a centre-back. We might even need this dude back. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this dude is? Come on. Come on! It's Mini Mane. He's a cool dude. Mane, I miss you, bro. Everything went to shit when you left, you know what I mean? Literally, Mane leaves, we get Europa League. Crazy. Now he's in friggin' Saudi, smashing it up with Ronaldo, probably going to win loads of trophies. My man took a gap year to Bayern Munich, won the league. That's how good Mane is, by the way. Won the league. And then got disrespected by the whole German media, by the way. Fuck you, Germany. Don't like the way you treated Sadio. Thought it was too far. There was definitely more context to the Sané situation than what was met to the eye. And I think because Sané's their boy, I think they would have been a little bit one-sided there, you know what I mean? But Mane's killing it. He's building villages. And we're in Europa League, can't even sign Caicedo. Caicedo's been in the Premier League for 1 year and we can't sign. We can't sign a 21-year-old. Ecuadorian. We can't even sign them. We even bought a World Cup winner from his same team. So we had a mate automatically in there and he said no. Is Liverpool that shit? I'm looking out the window, I'm just thinking Liverpool might be a bit shit. I mean, round by Man, it's not great. And round by Anfield, if you go outside the stadium, it's not fantastic. But Chelsea have fucked us. I'm past getting angry because I've been upset about our ownership for 2 years, so now I don't care. It's all yous are catching up, and a lot of people have been on the cycle. But all you guys, this is your problem. If you're an FSG inner sometimes and FSG out others, this is your problem. You judge your decisions transfer window by transfer window. That is not how you conclude your ownership. Are you onto the way a lot of United fans have at least stuck with the Glazers, but then a lot more have still said, no, we want them out, we want them out. Now, they'll relax on protests and stuff like this, but the position remains the same. Our position doesn't remain the same. I saw fans thanking FSG for £110 million. Stop making your decision on ownership based on transfer ins and outs. FSG are bollocks for more than transfers. But they're getting the off-the-pitch stuff wrong and they're getting the on-the-pitch stuff wrong. And I'll have a debate with any of you fools about it. If there's anyone who's FSG in, I'm here to talk to you. I probably shouldn't call you fools. You literally fund my life through this YouTube channel. But you call me a fool, so fuck yeah, you're a fool. I love yous, mate. I do. But Chelsea fans, go fuck yourself. You've really done us a lot of inconveniences. I suppose I appreciate the fact you gave me content to talk about, but it weren't really like pleasurable content, you know what I mean, chat. Make sure that you tune in tonight for a stream, by the way. I'm going to be live at 8:30 or 9. No, it will not be 8:30. That's a fat lie. It'll probably be about 9:45 or 10 p.m. Possibly even later. But just keep an eye out between 9:30 and 10:30. I'll be going live at some point there. I know the United game's on. No, that's tomorrow. I'm lying to you again. Listen, it might be 9, 10, tomato. Much love to you and your mothers, mate. Smash a like on this video. Only if you enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy, then you've got to smash a dislike. And yeah, Caicedo seems to be off. Sayonara. I missed the end button, so the video's still gone. Bye.